Chaleski. I wanna know more about your album.
All right. Hang on, let me pull it up here 'cause I don't have the track list memorized. All right, here we go. Ezra Collective. These guys are a jazz group out of London, and they're kind of known in London as like the party jazz band. Like they show up and like to the club and like get the club bumping and play jazz and stuff, and people dance and be merry. And this album is certainly merry. It's very so this album came out end of 2022, I think November of 2022. And I heard the song No Confusion, I think just somewhere on a radio or something, and loved it. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta listen to this album. And I went and listened to the rest of it. And it is just this really just kind of fun, just banging jazz album. About maybe about half the songs have vocals and they have features. But a lot of them are just straight jams, straight jazz jams, and it's just a really cool album. Got a lot of like Afro beat and like kind of world influence mixed in there, and that really kind of drives this like energy all throughout it. Even on the slower songs, there's still like an energy and intensity that is played that comes through. So I just really like this album front to back. It's a little different from the stuff I usually used to, but I'm really really glad I found it. I think some of the songs that the highlights that I really like No Confusion. Obviously, that song is a bop. I'm gonna put that on all my party playlists. I really liked Victory Dance. That song is also a bop. It's kind of a more like Latin inspired song. I don't know. I don't know the exact genre, but you know when you hear it. I really liked, and then I also really liked Love in Outer Space, the last song. That song was very cool, very groovy. But yeah, let's toss it over to you guys. What do you guys think?
I loved it. It was great. It was I'll elaborate a little more. But yeah, I think like you're so right. It is literally like it's not like a normal jazz album that I feel like everyone like listens when you listen to a jazz think of a jazz album, right? You don't think of like a party normally, But it really does have that spirit, which is cool. And there's so many like features and it doesn't feel like kind of like a your grandpa's jazz, right? So it feels like they kind of modernize it, and yeah, and I think I always turn back to like kind of Fela Kuti albums, like it kind of reminds me of stuff like that with the world Afrobeat thing you were saying, but yeah, I don't know, I need to listen to it more to like know it more, but it definitely it's an exciting album, very into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this one. I instantly got the Fela Kuti Afrobeat reference. I was a little under the influence when I was listening to this, and so last night I kind of re-listened to a lot of the like most of the albums last night, with headphones on, by the way,
Oh,
and I like kind of just went down a rabbit hole of this band and then like just Afrobeat for some reason. And I learned where Afrobeat comes from and just like its influence on music itself. You can definitely like see it in this album. Like it's really cool. There's people featured like Emily Sande is like a former, like she had like one hit years ago. Next to Me. I don't know if you guys ever don't remember that song, but
Yeah.
look that up. Yep. It was a big hit. It like probably touched the top 40 or top 100, but she like has been like no, like she's been still making music. I think she went with a new record label and now she's here and her feature in it on Siesta is fucking amazing. I'm a huge Sampa the Great fan. I love her music. I think she's like a really cool African-based artist, and I like that she's in here. Um, I also agree with you too, Matt. Like, No Confusion. I don't know who Kojay is, but his energy is very, very cool, and I love how he's like rapping off the beat like really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know how he did it. Yeah, I feel like it's cool because like I don't the features there's not a ton of them, and which I appreciate because especially as like the first time for me listening to this group, I kind of wanted to listen to them just play. Um but even on the features, like I don't feel like they I don't feel like they take away from the instrumentals at all or just like get in front of anything. Like everything melds really well together. I love how the songs kind of go in and out of the features too, like have a little break of instrumentals. And there's so much different jazz influence too. Like there's a lot of Latin and hip hop, soul, Afrobeat, R&B. Like it's all over the place. I don't know who the fuck these guys are, but I had to look them up and see what they looked like. But it's like 2 or 3 white guys and two black dudes, and I'm just like, wow, they're fucking amazing. They're making some great fucking tunes in fucking London. But yeah, I loved it. Like this is, I'm really glad. I went back a few times to listen to it because I listened to it the first time and I just wasn't in the right vibe to listen to it, but last night was good.
I'll echo everything else everyone said. I love the Afrobeat influence. I love the Latin influence. Ego Killer is just a straight up reggae song. It's like a reggae jazz song. And you don't really hear a whole lot of fusion between reggae and jazz. And I think these guys do a really, really excellent job taking a lot of different influences, a lot of different genres, hip hop, R&B, Afrobeat, reggae in some instances, like Latin jazz, and bringing them all together and just making a really fun package. I really liked a lot of the features on this on Siesta. I really liked Emily Sande. She I played a lot of Persona 5. And that game has an excellent jazz soundtrack, and it really reminded me of that. But yeah, overall, like this is a bop. This is a lot of fun to listen to. I've definitely been to a lot of jazz shows in Chicago. A lot of them, it's a lot of people just kind of, they're just showing off how good at jazz they are. It's a lot of fundamentals, a lot of syncopation, a lot of, 11, 8 time signatures. And I think that these guys are just making some fun jazz, like very, very excellent craftsmanship in their music. Like these are definitely very talented people. But they're all just a joy to listen to. And I definitely like to listen to more of them. I really like this album a lot. I'm a big jazz guy, and sometimes jazz, especially modern jazz, can get pretty stuffy. And this was just a breath of fresh air. I loved it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention there's a few songs on here that are like they're not really songs, they're like conversations almost.
Mm-hmm.
And like they really talk about like bringing like emotion and passion to music and yeah, that totally came out. Like totally agree with you, Tim, with what you said there. Yeah, great album to do work to too. Like if you need to get shit done, like toss this on. Good stuff. Cool. All right, I'll give it a rating. I'm gonna give it. Man, it's really good. I'm gonna give it an 8.6 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yes, I have nothing to say. No further questions.
Yeah.